Hello everybody, welcome back to another stream. Today in Microsoft Flight Simulator, we'll be flying the Beechcraft Bonanza G36 from Milwaukee Mitchell International to Chicago MIdway International, I believe that is. Let me have a look. Yep, Chicago MIdway International. It's an ILS flight. We'll only be flying at 8,500 feet today. We can show you how to start a procedure, and we can show you how to set the ILS. Okay, let's get these out of the way. And this, let's get in the aircraft. Okay, let's start it up. What you want to do is make sure all the circuit breakers are in. You want to set these full throttle, 100%, and this to idle, which it's already at. If it's a cold start, you want to put this to 100%, throttle to 100%, fuel pump on low, and then turn it off and put it back to idle. Okay, and what you do, batteries 1 and 2, alternators 1 and 2. I like to put the cowl flaps down to let the engine air breathe. After takeoff, you can put them back up. Okay, I believe that's it. Let's go ahead and start up the airplane. Okay. Okay, let's let the avionics master on. The other things I like to flip on, I'm going to do pitot heat, lights, beacon, and nav. Not going to worry about the taxi lights for right now. It's a real sunny day, anybody can see. Okay, we want to set up the ILS. So everything's been set up. You just send to ATC and avionics, and it should be in there. We can either click here or here to get the other second garment to show itself. Then procedures, and you want to see that it's enabled here. If it's not, you can go down to select approach, enter, then for right, let's for right, enter, and then ALK, enter. But you don't want to activate it, you just want to click go back. Then flight procedures, you can see it's still there. We'll activate approach, but we'll do that later. I'll just take a look at the flight plan. Clear, flight plan. Yeah, that looks good. We have no waypoints on the way, so we can enable that right away after we take off. We could theoretically probably enable it now, but no, I'm not going to do that. Anyway, we're going to request taxi and see if we can get up out of here. Request taxi, depart straight out.
Milwaukee ground, Beechcraft Alpha, Sierra, X-Ray Golf, ready to taxi, departing straight out with Foxtrot.
And even though we're supposed to wait for a response, we're just going to go ahead and start taxiing.
Beechcraft Alpha, Sierra, X-Ray Golf, taxi to and hold short of runway 7 right using taxiway Alpha, Alpha 4, Alpha, Alpha 5. Contact tower on 124.575 when ready.
Sir?
Taxi to and hold short runway 7 right via taxiway Alpha Alpha 4 Alpha Alpha 5. Beechcraft Sierra X-Ray Golf.
This doesn't turn at high speeds. Doesn't want to turn at all at high speeds, so you have to shorten it up a bit. Slow it down a whole bunch before it can turn. Speed up the sim a little bit. 2. And again, we'll have to slow down a whole bunch to be able to turn. Otherwise, yeah, it just doesn't want to turn, as you see. Does not want to turn. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Speed the sim. 1, 2, 3. very slow process in this plane. But I do like this plane. I like flying this plane. This one and the Vision Jet, Sears Vision Jet, my two favorite.
Milwaukee Tower, Beechcraft Alpha, Sierra, X-Ray Golf.
Hey, while we're
Ready for
doing
east
this,
departure
let's go ahead and
at
set
runway
up the
7 right.
autopilot, because I always forget to do that.
Beechcraft Alpha,
We're going to go to
Sierra, X-ray
8,500
Golf.
feet.
Altimeter 3041 east departure approved. Cleared for takeoff.
You can see that
runway
here.
7 right.
And just
Cleared for
set,
takeoff runway 7 right. Beechcraft Sierra X-Ray Golf.
we're going to set up heading mode. What you're going to do is right click it. Normally you're just right click it. Oh, you right click it here. And the heading mode to intercept is the heading mode to intercept the nav line. Enable heading mode. I wonder if you can have one. No, you can only enable one or the other. Oh no, they're both on. Okay, good. So that way when it intercepts the nav line, it'll take over, follow the nav line. Okay, what else we're going to do? Oh yeah, we want to do a flight level change, make sure that's on. So after the plane takes off, we enable autopilot, it'll fly to the altitude all on its own. There's flight level change in heading mode enabled. You can see it up here. GPS will be the next in line. Okay, that's set up. Did I acknowledge? Yes, I did. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Everybody make sure to put in 1 notch of flaps for takeoff. Flaps. And slow this thing way down so it'll turn. Let's just make sure that, yep, takeoff flaps are enabled. Let's get out of here. Off to the left on the speeding bug right here. See takeoff speed V1 rotate comes up quick. And then positive rate, gear up. And let me see. Oh, 105 is good enough. Flaps up.
Milwaukee Tower, Beechcraft Alpha,
I want to make sure my
Sierra,
flaps are up.
X-ray Golf.
My flaps
Continue
are up.
for east departure.
Now we'll go ahead and enable an autopilot. Let's just start doing everything on its own. I can tweak the heading so it's intercepting. It has to intercept this line here, not this one that's the plane, but this one.
X-ray Golf. Leeway airspace, frequency change approved.
So it can follow the nav line.
Milwaukee Tower, Beechcraft Alpha, Sierra, X-ray Golf. Frequency change.
That's what we're doing. We're on the thing. Okay, we can speed up maybe a little bit. You have to be careful on the turns. Otherwise it doesn't want to turn. Oh, what is it doing here? Still following the heading
Milwaukee
mode?
approach. Beechcraft
No,
Alpha,
not
Sierra,
following the
X-ray
heading.
Golf is type Beechcraft B36. 1 miles north of Milwaukee, 2600. Request flight following.
Navigation mode has to be enabled again.
Beechcraft Alpha, Sierra,
They're both
X-ray
enabled
Golf.
now.
Milwaukee approach.
Gotta keep ahead of these things.
036.
Okay, now it's enabled GPS. So now it'll follow the nav line. You want to keep navigation mode on.
Squawk 5036, Beechcraft Sierra, X-ray Golf.
Okay, doesn't seem to be.
Beechcraft
It should be good
Sierra,
now.
Roger. Beechcraft Sierra, X-ray Golf.
Okay, what I want to do is that I always turn this down to about 95%. This is less so I don't stress out the engine and I stop getting this over RPM reading. Okay, we should be lined up now. Let's hit comma, reset the barometer. See? We're way off. Okay. Now we can speed it up. 3 times speed for the sim rate. Just till we get to around 8,500. Then down again. Just to make sure we're good to go. We're which we are. Now, if we follow right here, take a look over here. Let's see. Okay, that's at the normal sim rate. We can see that we have no waypoints until the start of our ILS. So if that's the case and we don't have any waypoints, and we don't have any waypoints to worry about, we can just activate the approach, the ILS approach, even all the way out here. So procedures, activate approach, enter, and it's activated. So when we get here and we make the turn and you click approach on your approach here on your autopilot suite, then it should switch from GPS to localizer all on its own, capture the localizer, and then keep going. Okay, that all looks good. Let's speed up. 3 times speed. We're going a little bit. We'll just bring back the accelerator just a teeny bit. Make sure we don't overspeed. Maybe go 4 times speed even. Hold on a second. I'm going to enable prop the ice because we're going to come up on some clouds. Even though it's 2 degrees Celsius, which is about 34 degrees Fahrenheit, but it's very close to freezing, so just in case. Again, we're going to take the throttle back just a teeny bit. Everything looks good in the green. I'd say we're doing pretty good, wouldn't you? Oh, we need to set up the VNav. I didn't ever set it up. That's one thing I always forget.
Beechcraft Sierra X-ray Golf contact Chicago approach on 124.7. Good day.
Okay, and I probably have to do this.
Going to 124.7.
Okay.
Beechcraft Sierra X-ray Golf.
2 things we need to do that we didn't do. We need to go to the information for the arrival airport, go to charts, and then ILS localizer 4 right, which is ours, and you want to look at the ILS frequency, 111.5. It is initiated. I'm just going to initiate it here as well. 1.5, then right click on this, it'll go down to this one, and set that one to 111.5, just so they're all set up. That's set up on the second page as well, the second Garmin. And all thing we need to know here is the altitude to intercept the glide slope, which is 2,400. We could also intercept it around 4,000, the localizer anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in 2,400. We're over here. Since we're over there at cruising altitude, 2,400. Then we're going to click VNav, the vertical navigation mode. You can see here, VPath is enabled, not enabled yet, but it's there. It means the autopilot will set up a top of descent, and at that top of descent, at that point in time, it'll take the plane down to meet up with the glide slope or the localizer. Okay, now we can speed it up. I think we set everything up here. This is a very basic flight. There's much more to do with landing checklists and after takeoff checklists, cruising checklists. We're not going to do all that. It would take way too long. Although it's sometimes fun to actually go through all the procedures. Okay, we're already getting there pretty quick. Coming up to top of descent, which I can show you here. There's top of descent. So what you want to do is you want to slow the aircraft down a little bit, because it'll be falling. And you want to make sure you don't overspeed. So keep an eye on it for right now. Let's speed up till we get closer. 3 times speed and 1, 2. Right before the turn, I like to decrease the sim rate, just to make sure we don't overspeed the sim in a turn, because that sometimes makes everything go wonky. Now we're still going too fast. Slow it down one more. Now we're in real time. What you want to do now is set the approach mode, enable the approach mode, and see if it automatically switches to, see we're close to overspeeding there, see if it automatically switches to the localizer all on its own. Hopefully it does. Speed it up 1, because we're still in a turn. We don't want the sim rate too high in a turn. Not yet. Let's see if we go to the next waypoint, if it enables it then. One, 2, 3. Yep. See, we've captured the localizer. It's switched to localizer now. I just don't know why it's pointing that way. That's not right. Okay, now it's straight. See, sometimes the flight sim can still go wonky. We are above the. We could do it. We could enable altitude hold mode. I forgot how to do that. Oh, here it is. Hold mode. And by doing that, we should intercept there. We've intercepted the glide slope, which is running lateral to the ground, to the airplane, to lead the plane down to the ground. So now the autopilot's still doing everything, and we're being flown to the runway all on its own. We did nothing. See? That simple. This went well so far, but we still have to land this thing, so let's see how that goes. We'll speed it up. It takes too long. What I love most about it is the takeoff and landings, or mostly the landings. They get a little bit lower, still speeding up the sim a bit. What am I doing? I need to slow way down. That's okay, because I took the throttle all the way back. It's warning me. Well, because I want to put landing gear down, and I'll put it halfway, put in 1 notch flaps, and back at half throttle. And I'll speed it up again a little bit, just to get a little bit closer.
Midway Tower, Beechcraft Alpha, Sierra X-Ray Golf is 3 miles south.
I want to make sure we're in real time, which we are. No need to speed up the sim anymore.
Beechcraft Alpha, Sierra X-Ray Golf, Midway Tower. Altimeter 3.
Now we have full flaps all the way down, or will be. I need to acknowledge.
Make straight and runway 4 right. Beechcraft Sierra X-Ray Golf. Beechcraft Sierra X-Ray Golf. Follow the Beechcraft B36 on final. Wind 09 at 9er. Clear to land runway 4 right.
Acknowledge.
Clear to land runway 4 right.
Okay.
Beechcraft Sierra.
Let's take off the autopilot, fly it in. I want to aim for the stripes here. Then after the stripes, let's get as close to the runway I can, and look to the far end of the runway. Take the accelerator all the way out, and try to keep it up. And there we go. On the ground, just that easy. Another thing is the Beechcraft's very easy to land. So there we go, perfect. Perfect flight, perfect landing. Everything went well this time. I'm happy. And you want to turn a little early because this thing does not want to react. We won't worry about going to parking. It might take too long. And that's what we do. We usually pass this line right here. Come to a stop.
Beechcraft Sierra X-Ray Golf.
And and then contact ground, but we're not going to do that. Instead, we're going to shut down the airplane. So to do that, or what you could do is just shut this down, shut that down. Plane is stopped, and you want to turn all the switches off. You want to have a brief look at your, right here, damn it, circuit box, right. Okay, that's it, easy as that. Oh, you want to put the cow flaps up? Forgot to put them up while we were after takeoff, but hey, otherwise everything was perfect. Alright, I hope you liked this video. I think it went pretty well. If you did, think about giving a like, think about subscribing. But if not, it's all love, man. Take care. Hope to see you again.